This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. The Packers at 5-4 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Here's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. He rifles one that's intercepted. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield, because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession, as they've got it with 4th down and 1. Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it. And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
There the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now it's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Prescott's throw hauled in by Washington. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety rolling into position, almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion. And again, it's Prescott.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. Now a 2nd down and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 60. And the Packers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go. Prescott on 1st down. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jalen Waddle His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal. Here's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. This is caught. Touchdown! Mercedes Lewis, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cowboys make over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's caught. It's James Washington. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Prescott now from the 50. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So a second NFL interception for him. And he is looking the part here in year one.
And normally, partner, you talk about cornerbacks and safeties being the ball hawk type of guys, and they always will be because they'll get more opportunities. But this young man has potential to be a ball hawk from the linebacker position. I think that's why he was drafted as high as he was, and he'll stay on the field on most downs.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now Prescott. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
Disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack, but the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
A first down throw for Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. And the pressure gets to him again. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
To try again after the sack. Prescott. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Play action now. Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Inside give to Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300. Plant. Hey, 88.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He'll dump this down to Dillon. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. But these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers rolling to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Back now at Lambeau. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing is Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. First down, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Prescott to throw it.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. From the red zone now, Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes. Just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly, got in there, and made the play.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete there to Beckham. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That's caught at the 3. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to go, wow, extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
2nd down and goal. Prescott.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Up the middle, Jones. And room there to work it inside the 25. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 26. To throw is Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Hey, 626. 26.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start on the ground with Elliott. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Prescott to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Where the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
Taken from just outside the 30. And he's going to give his guys great starting field position as he dives to the ground to get as much as he can. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get